Alright. I'm just gonna get started without a whole lot of lagging around. Hello. If for some reason you're watching this as a VOD, welcome to Planet Zoo. I didn't get to stream all this weekend, which I felt bad about, and I wanted to stream. I was up, I had nothing better to do. But I didn't want to play Control. Well, I want to play Control. But I didn't want to play Control because it's outside of the time frame I've been playing that game, and I don't want people to miss it. I was like, you know what? We can have some Planet Zoo time. I've been messing around with the zoo a lot since the last time I streamed the zoo. This is that same one I've shown you guys a little bit before. It's very awkwardly quiet. I was expecting the game to have some music going or something, but I guess not. I think this was here, the tigers and the wolves. I think we worked on this the last time. And we worked on the Japanese macaques, I think. So what I have going on here is, I'll show you the major changes. This used to be a staff area, and I've moved the staff area over here, and this is now aardvarks, just because they were something that I could put in something this size. And then along over here, I've built my first kangaroo enclosure. I guess I might as well just let the game play. I don't like building at night, so I'm going to let the night cycle transition out. But we have some kangaroos, so I finally got the Australia pack. And I built a kangaroo habitat. That's a little Joey right there. There's like this nice little thing they can all hop on, and it's pretty cool. There's another Joey. Hi. Aww. And then I was so that's that. This is a koala habitat, which is also my first koala habitat. We're going to come back to that because I actually am not satisfied with it yet. I stopped playing yesterday when I had constructed a lot of it, but not all of it. So we're going to come back to that. And the sun's about to be up, so we'll be good. I prettied this area up a little bit. I think the macaques were there the last time I streamed. I prettied this area up a little bit. I think I was building the snow leopards on the last stream. You can see they have their stands that were in the semi-recent update. I think we're at like 2 updates ago on that. They're getting ready for the snow leopard talk, which is pretty cool. I added some nice stuff in here. I still have to add a lot of pretty over here. I haven't done that yet. So I mean, my favorite thing is building animal habitats. So I keep doing that a lot. But I also want to keep making the zoo look good when I can. I'm having a bit of a traffic problem over here, which is a little bit frustrating. The only thing I could do is take out one of these exhibits, or take out this really cool thing that I built, and give them, like, more room to walk. But I'm not sure that's even really going to solve the problem. What's happening is people come in, and they come in on this side, and I think it's this habitat has a lot of draw to it, because I think it's my only habitat that has multiple species in it. I think. Yeah. Oh no, it's this one too. The mountains back here with the goats and the frickin' reindeer. That's what they are. I'm kind of thinking about it now. I probably could have put koalas and kangaroos together. That probably would have been pretty cool, but that's okay. That could be a future zoo's problem. But I've found that habitats that have more than one species in them are weighted very heavily in where people like to go to. So I'm having like a lot of crowding issues here, and obviously it's the front of the zoo too. And then you have all of these exhibits, and then this is the most popular entrance for my capuchin monkeys. And so everybody comes in here, and then sits right here because this is where the monkeys are, where they could easily go in and out here, and obviously there are some people over here. I guess this is a pretty major spot too. I didn't realize I had a lot of traffic here. But part of my problem is I just need people to feel like they can spread out. I have 7,000 people in my zoo, and you know, there's not a lot of people over here, and there's not a lot of people over here. So the problem is they're kind of coming into the zoo and they're staying right in the front. So I'm thinking about putting in a couple of habitats. Hey, Django. Planets. I appreciate you keeping that going. I think that adds a lot. So I did this because I realized I moved the staff area and everything because I realized having the staff area here, typically when I build a zoo, I would have made this pathway here, like a walkway into the next zone of the zoo, versus, which you can see I did over here with like the tigers and stuff, and I've left this staff area here, and I don't think I'm gonna really be able to functionally move that too successfully. I guess it's technically possible. But like even with them like having scenery stuff over it and stuff, they still have a bit of a negative impact on guests. So I'm not going to be able to like have this be a guest path, even though I'd really love to figure out how to do that. And in fact, that might be something I work out. Like maybe I move this staff area over here, which would still be pretty close to these 3 cat exhibits. You know, maybe I decide that's not really that bad. But I really want to keep a staff restroom here because of all of the vendings. So I don't know. Functionality wise, if I could make this a guest path, that would be great. It's can I make the, you know, maybe I move everything but a small staff room over here. You know, maybe I will do that. I'm kind of talking myself into that. So that might be something we do on stream here. And that will just create more of a walkway. And more of a walkway will stop a lot of this congestion I have here at the front of the zoo. But the other thing I can do, you know, I was saying, like, it was really important to me to get this to be a guest walkway. Because here's where I would traditionally put a guest walkway. It's either this or Callisto Jokes. I'm in for jokes. I'm in for jokes today. But what I did here that I really like is I made this a walk down area because it became a viewing area for the crocodiles, crocodilians. Because of it, I don't have a very easy way to just pop the path up there. I mean, I could make like a rampway or a stairway, I guess, but now that I have a walkway here by the aardvarks, and I still have this walkway up here, I don't think it's too bad. It's a little bit more walking than I want for a lot of my guests, but I haven't really wanted to solve the pathway problem here. And this creates a really good staffing area. Django, I texted you a really cool video by, I can go ahead and tell everybody, there's a channel called Game Maker's Toolkit, which is a cool channel. And they did a video on like video game accessibility, and it had a lot of really cool discussions in it. It talked about a lot of like things you can do in games that I didn't know you could do and stuff, and I really thought that was neat. I kind of want to look back. He says he does like accessibility videos every year, and I didn't, so I'm presuming there's like a 2019 one, and I kind of want to watch that. Hey, PG Raylo dream last night where Ben and Ray were running ops against the First Order Remnant with Finn. Gosh, I wish I could see something like that. I do like that you have to preface that it was a PG Raylo dream. But, that sounds awesome. I'm here for it. Okay. So, I said I was gonna keep working on the koalas. The koala bears. Okay. So, I think I have 2 right now? I have 2. And they don't appear to be overly happy, which is great. Let's change this. Koalas. I'm really hoping that this can get food on it. So I'm gonna call keeper. I saw keepers in here. Of that, yes, there is a keeper in here. So hopefully one of these guys will go get food. Where are the koala bears? There's one. He's in the tree. The koala is in the tree. Hello, koala. I really like that they're adding more small animals. Okay, that's fine. I like that they're adding more small animals to Planet Zoo. I think that's really cool. They added finnick foxes and meerkats in the Australia pack, which I don't have yet. I have all of the packs except for the most recent 2. So I don't have the most recent Australia one. And oh my gosh, what is happening? How'd you do that? I don't have the North American pack, which I really want the North American pack, but I'm waiting for them to be on a sale, as the kids say. Alright, Madison, how do you feel? Just barely enough space. But you do like your population size. I kind of wanted to add a 3rd koala, but I don't think I'm actually going to have enough room. Which, I feel like this should be enough space for 3 koala bears. I mean, see? That should be enough space for 3 koalas. Like, I don't know what these koalas want. These are some prima donna koala bears. But I don't really know how to make this any bigger without moving other stuff around. I'm kind of worried about getting a 3rd koala, and then they're like, this is not enough room. They do want more climbing space. So, I could add another tree. I could add something small, but I think I'm gonna do, climbing to stuff. This stuff. I think this will be better. I'm eating a very healthy breakfast of chocolate-covered peanuts and a pomegranate. Oh, don't mind me, as I nibble on stuff. But I think that I can just make a nice little platform here. And like something this tall will be tall enough for the zookeepers to still walk around. But it will create a nice little platform for them, you know? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to spin this like that, and then I'm going to grab these long, thin ones. Maybe this, yeah, shorter one. Because this isn't a very big habitat. This will make it a little bit more manageable. I'm going to do this. So I'm just going to stick this one here. And then I'm going to hit X and hit X again. And do this with it. So on the red axis, I'm going to turn it like this. And then on the blue axis, oof. These get a little wonky. Hold on, there we go. I try to understand these controls, and I don't always actually do. But I'm trying to basically make a bridge into this tree. So the idea is they can hit X. They can, like, climb from the tree over to the platform. That's my goal here. Ah, there we go. That probably in real life would kill the tree, but that's okay. So we're going to do that. That just kind of creates a little, like, oh, and I mean, they could probably jump onto that too, but that's okay. And we're going to do something similar over here. Go back into Habitat. There's probably hotkeys for a lot of this stuff, but that's okay. I'm going to drop this one here. I right click to get rid of the next one. Click on it. I hit X to bring up these pulleys, and I hit X again to go into this mode. And it's usually the red one. Yes. So I'm going to bring this down like that. But then I need to, nope, not that one. This is not doing what I needed it to do. Ah, there we go. Okay. And then, so now I'm bisecting the tree like that. Hit X again pull on the arrow and just do that. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but that just kind of lets them go from these platforms to these trees, and that just kind of adds a little bit. Where's our other koala bear? Other koala bear is hanging out right there. Let's see. There you go. You can see that they now have a lot more climbing space, and they're already pretty happy about that. So that's good. Next thing I'm going to do, they don't have enough hard shelter, so I have this. This constitutes hard shelter. I don't know why it's not counting as more, because again, I have like levels going here and everything. So I think there's some kind of wacky, physics going on here where the game thinks that this stuff doesn't count. But I'm going to put some bedding in there. So if they crawl up there and take a nap, they can be happier. The other thing I'm going to do for more hard shelters, I'm going to come over here and do kind of the same thing. And again, this isn't going to look super pretty. Better Planet Zooers than I would probably do something different, but I'm going to go over here and basically let the roof come from the habitat itself. So that's what I'm going to do. Gonna drop that there. And then over here, I'm going to do that. And that's just going to create a little bit more space where they can get in out of the rain. But of course they're going to be in out of the rain, so they're going to want something to sit on. What do we got going here? Oh, I bred a new exhibit animal. Lucky me. So I'm going to want to go over here and, you know, they don't want to just sit here on the ground out of the rain, right? Like, they're going to want something to do. So we're going to do kind of the same thing. Oh! Bedding platform. That's neat. Does that count for koalas? Let's see if it stays there when I... Nope, it does not. Okay, so koalas don't like this. That's fine. That's perfectly fine and understandable. I was looking for a specific one of these. Is it this one? Yeah, this size. It's a little hard to see through the tree, but this isn't bad. This shouldn't create too many issues. So we're just going to drop this pre-made thing right there. And that's going to live... Oh, it's sticking out. Just a pinch. We're going to... I think it's going to do that regardless. So I think what I'll do actually is click on this and delete this part of it. And now it's not going to stick out, but it's still going to be a nice little platform. And if it's sticking out into here, I don't really care. And it's not, so it's fine. So it's just like a nice another little platform thing. Look at that cute koala bear. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad there's koalas in this game. I really, really am. I'm really into there being koala bears. This stream could also just end up being, let's sit here and look at animals, and I don't actually do anything at all. Because the animals in this game are so freaking cute. Okay. I really want to get a third koala. Okay, let's check on something. How big is this habitat? See, it's saying I have 40 or 4,000 square feet. But then I click on the koala. Where did you go? You were over here. Where are you now, koala? Where'd the koala that was over here go? I have a mystery koala. Are you just in a box for some reason? Okay. I don't know why that happened, but sure. So, it's saying that there's 3327 square feet that this koala can be in. So we're going to hop in the Zoopedia. This is something they added semi-recently. It's been in there a little while now, but it's not, you know, it didn't come with the game. I can't read, so here we go. But they added a square foot calculator, which is really great. So for 3, I have enough space, but as soon as I add a juvenile, they're going to be like, not enough room. Versus like, right now I have enough room for a 3rd, and if they have a baby, they're fine. Now, the other thing I can check is if I click on here, see the traversable area? The game is basically telling me I don't have all 4,000 feet that the habitat says I have, because there's certain areas that are considered not traversable. So what I can do to try to like squeegee some more space out, or I can like move stuff around. So like I can put these 2 plants like right next to each other. That kind of thing. Let's see if we can't work out some more space in here. Like, this is even their food platform, and for some reason they can't get on their food platform, which I don't really understand. I think I need to work that out. I think that's going to become an issue. So if I hit X, I can lower this. And that might mean they can, like, get on it now. Yep, now they can get on the food platform, so that's good. I don't know why they couldn't before. But that's gonna help. That hard shelter thing is a load of bull. There's no way that there's not enough hard shelter in here. For 2. I don't know why this is not counting as shelter. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is what it's saying is all the shelter I have. Which, in fairness, I still say that's enough shelter for 2 animals. But it's telling me that there's not. Wait. Let's keep looking through here. So, like, I think what I'm gonna do is probably add a lot more climbing stuff, because I don't feel like koalas want to walk around the ground. I feel like they want to climb. I really do. I feel like that's in their heart. Oh my. I don't know how that happened, but that happened. Okay. I don't know why there's now a hill here, but sure. Now what I wonder is, can I go into nature, rock, and let's find some rocks here that I like the look of, like this. What I want to know is, can I, like, do this, and then do this, and then, like, maybe they can climb on the rocks? Like that. And, like, maybe make them, again, just anything that's not, strictly speaking, on the ground. I feel like I just feel like a koala bear on the ground is a sad koala bear. It's not what I'm into. I'm not into sad koalas. The other part of this, too, is if there's enough room underneath, is the game will just think they're shelter, and I don't mind cheating the shelter, because I think I'm getting cheated out of shelter at this point. I think what I'm going to do, actually, is put this rock here to kind of smooth the walk up to there. Kind of something similar there. And like, I don't know, kind of basically put some rocks on this wall. Just to kind of create more of a climbing space. Like that. And I kind of want to do something similar over here. It's just a very strange angle to try to see. But again, just to add some like depth to over here. Just kind of make this look like a really annoying platforming, like a platformer level kind of thing. Like that. Yeah, I like that. I like this a lot. And then I think the other thing we'll do, we'll go back into Habitat. We'll go back into these climbing walls, and I'm just gonna grab some logs like this. And I don't know if they can climb up to those rocks. I don't think they can. But what I can do is make it so that the log lets them climb wherever they want to go. Like that. Does this make sense in nature? No. Does it look cool? Yes. Alright, let's see how this goes for us. Go back into land traversing. See if any of this becomes traversable. Nope, not even climbable. Like, not even a little bit. I wish I understood the physics of this game better. To understand, like, why this won't work. So here, nope, not the wall, not the barrier, the lock, thank you. In this case, we're gonna pull this away, and we're gonna move it down. But for some reason, it's still not considered climbable? I wonder if, like, more of it has to be accessible. Like, is that a thing? That I could kind of understand. It's like... Where's Max? Good old Max. Let's click on Max again. See, again with the... For some reason this doesn't count. Don't understand. Habitat. I wonder if I need to, like, this is what I did in the macaque habitat, is I cheated it with these. So, like, if I get a small one. And, like, if you make the beginning of it climbable, then they can actually get up there. But the problem was is that it wasn't even letting them, like, walk over to it, which was weird to me. Maybe there's just something about koala bears that I don't understand. But, like, if I did this, would that let me cheat it? Whatever this problem is. Alright. Do that. Let's see. Because this only became accessible when they could walk up to it. I don't know. Yeah, see, for some reason, they can't get to it. That doesn't make any sense to me. I wonder if koalas just... I think of them as climbers, but maybe they're not. I don't know. See, they can get there. And you clearly got up in that tree. Somehow. But this is not being labeled as climbable. For reasons I don't understand. Also, they're having an enrichment problem, and I know that. I have no food enrichment for them. Koalas must need a specific food enrichment thing, so I'm working on getting that researched at the moment. And this isn't true. This is another thing that it's making up. That alert. I wonder if maybe... Like, what's something they can climb? Hold on. Go back to Max over here. Max, what are you doing? What are you doing, Max? Let's watch him run a bit. Maybe that'll give us some insight. He's just sitting. Koala Research Level 1. Where are we going, Max? What is your life? What do you care about? Whoa. Madison has not escaped. See, this is what I'm saying. This game glitches out a lot. You are not escaped. You are clearly in your habitat. In what universe is this you being escaped? Like, you are clearly fine. Okay, you're climbing the tree. She's running over here. Can they climb these trees? They can't climb those trees for whatever reason. Okay. And see, they can climb only that one, and not these other ones. It just doesn't make any sense to me. There seems to be not a lot of rhyme or reason for what's happening. I like that you're just slowly chilling on that thing. It's so freaking cute. Clearly you need some shelter. Can I do something with this to make it more of a shelter? There's been like 8 zookeepers in here and none of them have fed these guys. And I feel like they have to be getting hungry. See, like, this should count as shelter, though. He's not in the rain. I don't know. Okay, let's see if I got food enrichment for koalas yet. I do! Eucalyptus tree feeder. Well, there you go. I'm gonna have to find room for this tree in here somewhere. Okay. There we go. This is kind of room. So I think what we'll do, actually, is we'll move the mirror. We're going to move the mirror thing. The game's going to freak its crap right out, but we're going to move the mirror thing over here. Somewhere. There we go. Move the mirror thing there. And then I can put the tree where the mirror thing was. Or thereabouts. totally let me do this before, and now it's like, no, you can't do this. Oh, I had it. I saw it. Saw the red go away. Come on. Pause it. Maybe I should get rid of these dumb rocks that didn't do me any good. Move to your habitat. What do you mean invalid destination? These rocks are somewhat climbable, so I'll give it that. Move these together, like there and there. Oh, I gotta go handle my reindeer too. Dang it. So much to work. So much to work on. So much to handle in running a zoo. I think my koala is directly in the way. And it won't let me place. Because of where my koala is. Oh. My koala's taking a dump. Okay. At such a time. Okay, we're gonna move this over here. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that'll add climbing and food enrichment. So you should be much happier now. I still have to go handle my reindeer. Yeah, you're much happier. Haven't solved the whole land problem. Also, you all spend a lot of time on the ground. Why is the food enrichment tree not climbable? Whatever. Okay. Oh, my snow leopards are about to mature. That's cool. I have a feeling that I might have to scrap this whole koala habitat and make a different one. Because I think it was just like doomed from the outset. I may have to do something else. But we'll see. Okay, zoo. Reindeer. There we go. Siegfried. Release him into the wild there. Toot-toot. We haven't checked in on any of our VIP guys. Let's get some conservation credits. Say hi to everybody. Lai Quinn is a friend of mine. She's visiting my zoo. She can't wait to see Crocodile too. Really excited about it. She wishes she could have stayed longer to see the reindeer, and yet she's still here. She hasn't seen like anything. Like when? What is happening? She just seemed very unimpressed by everything. Otaku Panda's another friend of mine. See how she's faring. Ooh, she thinks my tarantulas look cramped. I should check on my tarantulas. She's having a much better time. Okay. Let's take this opportunity to check on our animals, shall we? How are we doing? Let's check on the Arctic wolves. How are they feeling? They're feeling a little cramped. But my population's also getting a little old. I don't suppose it will let me rehome anybody. No. Some animals you can and some you can't. I think they're going to be okay for now. Let's see. Oh, the snakes are definitely cramped. We can definitely do something about that. We can definitely do something about this. Just kind of take any of the older ones like that. How are the terrapins doing? Terrapins are probably a little cramped. We'll grab some terrapins here. I'm mostly checking on anything that's an exhibit animal versus a habitat animal, because I can kind of handle them all at once. The leaf insects are definitely maxed out. They get that way very quickly if I don't keep a close eye on them. So we'll take any of the older ones. I've put this zoo on animals age slower, just because otherwise having exhibit animals becomes way too much to manage. Like, way too much. Okay, that's much better. And then the tarantulas were the ones she said looked a little cramped, so we'll just grab a couple tarantulas here. My frogs are a little cramped, so we'll grab some of them. I think that's it for the habitat animals. So we'll just do quick trade, which is another button they added right there on that menu, which makes it so much easier. I'm just going to check. See here, I almost got rid of my wolf. I don't want to get rid of my wolf. I was like, that's a really high number. So let's just scroll through and make sure this is all exhibit animals. We're not going to sell our wolf. There we go. So that's good. That's going to solve a lot of problems there. So then I have this conundrum. I mean, the koala bears they're happy. They're happy. There's just like a lot of glitches going on with this habitat, and it makes me wonder, like, I could just build a better koala bear habitat somewhere else instead of having this like semi-good one, you know? Like, the two koalas I have can live there comfortably for a hot second. We could build a new koala habitat. I could put something else there. You know, maybe just some designs. You know, maybe probably not another habitat. I could put some exhibit animals there. Something, you know? I'm just not really happy with this habitat. So I'm thinking of doing something about it. Let's see. I'm having a hard time making decisions. That's really foggy. Sorry, guys. Okay. So this was the thing we talked about. Adjusting this slightly. I'm not happy with my koalas. So if I was going to make a new koala habitat, where would I put it? I could put it here, because then it's still, because like, what I've going on is I have the kangaroos, I have cassowaries here, which are also Australian animals that I was really excited about. I'm really glad that we got more big birds. And cassowaries are really cool. So I really like this. So I kind of want to keep the koalas over here, because it's like, then I have all of the Australian stuff together. But I also haven't done dingoes. So, like, I could still build out, like, along here, like a dingo habitat and a koala one. That's kind of what I'm thinking. How much? Let's check out dingoes real quick. Because maybe the thing to do then is to build the dingo habitat and then figure out what the koalas look like next to them. You know what I mean? Guests cannot enter the habitat. That's fine. So you can have up to 12 males, up to 12 females. So like if I had, I mean that's a lot. Let's say I just had 12. Let's say I just did 6 and 6. That's 2,300 square foot. And like there's a couple of pups running around. I really want 2,500 or 25,000. And for perspective, the red kangaroo is 13. Well, I would need something twice the size of the kangaroo habitat over here, which I could very easily do. Very easily do. So I'm thinking a nice big dingo area, a little cool koala area, turn this into something else. I think that's what we can do. So let's scout that out. I think for dingoes, I want to set this one into the ground a bit, like I've done before. Go the stamp tool. Just like that. Now, real quick, for dingoes, they only need 4-foot tall fence. And 6 meters is definitely more than 4 feet. So, this should be fine. They wouldn't even need a fence. So we're going to do this. And we're going to do that. And we'll just smooth this out. But my idea is big ol' dingo paddock. And the path walks in like that. Now we're going to do flatten to foundation. I don't necessarily want it to turn it to grass, but I don't necessarily don't want that either. But we're going to do this. Just kind of smooth out the edges. So I'm not going to be able to do all the way, but, you know, I can do some of the way. Make it look a little bit less like I used a stamp tool, even though I totally did. I'll tell you what else we're going to do. Let's see if I can make this work. I don't know if I can. We're just going to try. We're going to experiment. If I go down here, and I make this smaller. Maybe not that small. Can I carve a cave in here? Oh, I sure can. Okay. So we're going to make this part of it too. So basically the dingo's hard shelter, which I actually don't know how much of it they need, will be underneath where we're going to put the pathing. They're going to have like a little dingo cave down here. And it's going to be really cool. Now it's going to give them all kinds of room to be hidden. Now it's not super smooth up top, so what we're going to then do is this. Oh, bad. Like that. Just kind of fill it back in, and it should fill in without filling in below. I did a little bit. Let's take that from 7 to 6. That might help. The other thing I'll be able to do down here, that should help, is, I'll just hop into Habitat real quick and do this really, really early. Like, this is way earlier than you would ever do this, but I found that laying down bedding, it kind of like automatically carves out how much height you're going to need for the animal. So you can do that. And we still have some holes up here. So I'm going to flatten the foundation, but I'm going to make it real small like that. And hopefully it'll just fill in the ground we need to have a pathway. And nothing else. Hopefully. It's a little hard to see what I'm doing because of the long grass. But yeah, if you look under there, and they totally have... I don't even mind that, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a little dingo cave going here. So I think that's pretty neat. Now, the other thing we need to do, you can't just drop the dingoes in there. You need... The staff needs to be able to get in and out. I'll probably put the staff path here because it's going to be the shortest walk to that part of it. So then I'm going to go back into terrain and go into pole. And then we're going to do this. Just like that. And it's going to create a spot for our staff to walk. And that will get everybody in and out. This does kind of need to be a little bit wider, though. Because you have to have room for the gate. Just like that. Okay. So far, so good. I don't really like that. I think I want this out here more. There we go. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now let's put the barriers down. So I said that they don't really need a fence. But I'm still gonna kind of just sort of use one. It's just not gonna be very tall. It's just, I need to do this, or for my own happiness, I need to use a bunch of rocks. And so we're just gonna kind of do this. Well, maybe not. I don't really like how that looks as much as I thought it would. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna put a fence here, because this is where the gate's gonna go. And that's very needed. And then we're going to go over here into null, which just basically tells the game, pretend there's a fence, even though you don't see one. I'm going to make it as long as I can. Oh, that's going to create a headache for me. You want to be careful, because if, like, yeah, honestly, doing this is going to be a mistake. Because if the dingoes, like, walk into a little crevice or something, the game's going to be like, they escaped, and you're just going to have to deal with it all the time. And it's going to be annoying. And you don't want to deal with that, because it's annoying. There we go. This is better. Just kind of adjust the fence as I go, like this. Now, what this is going to do is tell me that I have a much, much larger habitat than I actually have, right? Because this is definitely not going to have everything being traversable. That's kind of the point of something like this. So we're going to come in here, we're just going to grab a gate, figure out how to put the gate down. I don't know why it's being, always has to be a problem. I want the gate to go this way. Okay. Take this off for now. Terrain. Flatten it right here. It's probably happening is for whatever reason, it's just too much for the gate. Go back into barriers. Grab the gate. See, it's letting me put the gate this way, but that's not the I need the gate to open the other way. We can't put a gate in a null, I don't think. See, I have that, but I think it's going in the wrong way. I need it to go out that way. Let's try... Why? Why, game? In what universe? In what universe is that what I... Oh, shoot. It's trying to read my mind, and it's not correctly reading my mind. Okay. Pull that away a little bit. There we go. It's not quite what I wanted, but here we are. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go over into nature. I'm going to grab some really freaking big rocks. And the point of the big freaking rocks is to keep the dingoes from being able to get out. Like that. There we go. Now they should not be able to get out. So now it's going to tell me that my dingo habitat is gigantic. Yeah, it's going to tell me I have 37,000 square feet, which I don't have. But hopefully it'll still be big enough for some dingoes. I'm not going to work on making the edges look good yet, because I may still need to expand the habitat, and so doing that is not going to help me right away. So we're going to go into animal trading. Oof, I really want to get more koalas. But that will come. That will come in time. Once I finish my koala land. We're just not there yet. Okay, so let's grab 2 dingoes. We'll grab Levi over here. Send a zoo. I definitely want more than 2 dingoes, but I don't need this filled up until I have everything figured out that I need, you know. And we'll grab Willow. Levi and Willow, they can be my first 2 dingoes. We're going to let the game run so that they can actually show up. And once they actually show up, then we can start actually crafting this habitat. I've just never built dingoes before, so I don't really know what I need there yet. What do we got? And we can definitely do that. And our snow leopards are maturing. I'm actually going to, for my snow leopards, attempt a trade with the baby snow leopards. Where are they? There they are. Instead of just releasing to the wild, let's send them to the trade center. And then what I can do is in here, search snow leopards. My other one's probably about to grow too, but that's okay. And we're gonna do, yep, I gotta get the last one out of there. We're gonna do trade, just probably at base price. And we'll see if I can actually get them to sell. And we'll pop back in here real quick. Find that third one. And you, we can just release to the wild. See about that. There we go. Reindeer's done. Alright, we're gonna have some dingoes. Alright, first thing we need to check. Can they get out? That's very important, and it does not look like they can. Now we're going to look at, they have 25,000 traversable square feet, which is great. So when we were looking at over here, if I wanted 12 adults and say 4 pups is probably what it'll end up doing. That'll be about right. That's 25,381. This is 25,001. So it's going to be a little bit small if they have 3 pups. So what I can do about that real quick to just cheat out a little bit more room is what we were doing before. And I can just carve out more space underneath here. In this little underground cave thing we have going. And this is basically going to give me more traversable space for them. And it's kind of cheating, but it's also not really cheating because it is land they can go. So that, and then I'm going to hop back into Habitat. And like I said, just put down some bedding, because the bedding is going to give me the ceiling space that I need. And that's pretty much why I'm doing this. Now, it's definitely killing the land above it, which I definitely need to do something about. But that's my, yeah, see, this is a disaster. But now what I'm going to do is go here, go smaller, and just fill it back in. And hopefully, because I've kept the bedding under there, it's going to, whoa! I don't know why Windows command window came on, but okay. This is why I need to use foundation instead of surface. I'm going to flatten this back out. Okay, now let's just make sure everything stayed kind of kosher underneath here. What do I got here? Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I got a text from somebody who is working for me today. Not working for me personally, but I mean like covering for me today. I wanted to help him out. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to click on a dingo. I'm going to do this, and we're going to hit play. And we'll see how this sizes up. Okay. Not all of this is accessible, but a lot of it is. Looking at definitely more land. Let's try to adjust this slightly. So I'll just try doing push. Just try to push up on the ceiling, basically. And then here, this is probably the case if it just needs to be a little wider. And I can actually push this ground lower, and that's fine. Just trying to get it through. There we go. Now, did that create any havoc up here? It does not look like it. I don't necessarily need a whole bunch of more land down there. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have not super connected things. Okay. So for whatever reason they can't go through there or there. I did get a little bit more land out of that. I don't know why this isn't accessible. Let's see here. I don't necessarily, again, need all of this bedding, but it's also not hurting anything being there. And we'll just pop up here. A little bit of havoc was wreaked, so we'll just kind of come back in here. Seal this up. Seal that up. Hopefully I didn't screw anything up down here when it slipped. Doesn't look like I did. I would kind of like to try to get them an exit over here. I don't know why this isn't doing anything. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And then pop up here. Again, and just kind of repair anything we did. Okay. Let it recalculate. Much more successful. For whatever reason, they can't go out here. See, at this point, I have plenty of land. That's not the problem. It's the why it won't let me let people exit thing that's, or let dingoes exit thing that's stressing me out. I don't get what's happening. But at this point, I'm content to let it be. Like I said, they definitely have enough room. It's just, for whatever reason. It's just not really working. There we go. Let it recalculate again. Okay, they can at least go in and out that way. Why this is like this, I don't know. We're gonna try this. We're gonna move this one here. There we go. That'll open it up. And then once again, we'll just do a little bit of repair work on the surface. Which isn't even super necessary because I can always build a pathway over something on the ground. Now they have all of this. So now they have like these big tunnels that they can all sleep in and definitely have plenty of room. Okay, so now having done this, let us... They don't really need a whole lot in the way of terrain modifications. Snow. Oh, because it's 0, that's why it's green. I was going to say, there's no way these guys like snow. That makes sense. So just because I like it, I'm going to put rock around the edge here. Oh, we slipped into night again. That's frustrating. Just because, to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense when grass is, like, growing horizontally up a wall. So we're going to add rock around the edge, because then it's like, ah, yes, we carved this in a quarry, so it makes logical sense. Now the thing with the painting is it will take into account all of the all of the terrain in the habitat, including the stuff that isn't in the habitat, right? Like they'll never go to, but somehow the dingoes know it's there and it bothers them. We're gonna go to soil. Grass under the ground doesn't make sense, so we're gonna make all of this soil if I can. Give them some soil. Make some of this soil too, because it's not quite. There we go. And then of course we can change some of this to short grass instead of long, and that will also just help with everything. There we go. So they're largely already pretty happy. It does not look like dingoes are particularly high maintenance. So since they're not unhappy, I'm going to let time tick on so I can see a little bit better. Let's go ahead and just get more dingoes. You seem perfectly fine. These guys have not sold. That's okay. You seem perfectly fine. So now I'll have 2 pairs. I'm going to wait after this just to make sure no fighting starts. The way the wolves work, you can have multiple pairs. There's just like a dominant, like an alpha pair. But then they don't fight necessarily. But I just want to make sure the dingoes don't fight, because sometimes things don't go the way the game tells me they're going to go. I'm going to pop into here and do grassland and desert rocks. And we're going to start making a better looking barrier, so it doesn't just look like, oh, and then I dropped you in the ground. Even though that's totally what I did. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Right. Sorry, I'm mildly mentally distracted, so I apologize if I just kind of like go somewhere else while I'm just placing rocks. Because Zoo tends to have that effect on me, but I'll do my best to stay mentally here with you all. Alright. That looks better. There's not really another rock quite like this one to like, of this size. Otherwise I would alternate what kind of rocks I'm using. So I'm just trying to like 180 them a little bit, so at least it's not the same pattern over and over again. They did add the random rotation option, but I don't really want it random. I need it on this side, no matter what. Now, I'm not getting any kind of notification that the dingoes are fighting, which is good. Sounds like they're playing, but I'm not getting the game to like yell at me to say that there's a problem with them in there. I like their sounds. That's very cool. I'm always curious how, like, the really good Planet Zoo players, like, know how big to make the habitat before they make it. Like, is it just because they've made so many? Or do they have a way of, like, do they do the math when they make the barriers? But I don't know. I've seen some speed builds where they don't necessarily put the barrier in first, so I don't know. I wish I knew their secrets, but I don't really understand all of the ways. Alright, and then we're coming around to the end, so we made it all the way around. So that's good. I suppose I should give you guys some food. Let's do that. Go into Habitat, select Dingo. I'm a Seinfeld fan. So every time I see Dingo, I want to go, the dingo ate your baby. Food tray. There's going to be a lot of dingoes in here, so honestly, I should probably have 2. And then a water pipe, maybe? Hold on. Alternatively, it'd be cool to put a water feature in here. And I could put a water pump back here, because I'm not going to have guests come back here, so I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do pathing. Since I have so much land, I don't really need to be worried about it. We're going to go into facilities. Water treatment. Pop one back there. And it should not have a negative impact on the guests. It won't really. Yeah, no, it won't. Shouldn't. And that should cover, like, pretty much the whole habitat. Oh, it doesn't have power. Oh, it's just out of power. Okay. That's not a problem. I mean, I could either move it just into power, or honestly, I'm not using this space for anything, so I'll just put a solar panel down, and that'll be fine. I don't know why I didn't make a path. Something just fell in my room, and it freaked me out a little bit. I don't know why this is being problematic, but it is. There we go. Now I can go here and click on water. Yep, so as long as the water's predominantly over here, we're fine. So now this will be fun. Go into terrain, go into push, and make them a nice little water feature. Look at that. A nice little thing to swim in. And I can put another one, like right here. Whoa! Nope, bad. There we go. That was almost really exciting. So we have those water features in here. And then just because I don't like animals to have to go very far to get water, we'll put like a regular old water pipe over here. Because I don't have water treatment over there and I don't want to deal with it. So they can have a water pipe if they're all the way over there. Fantastic. All of them are going to get crated up because they were briefly in the water. But now they're fine. So how much space are we looking at here? Plenty of space. We ate up a little bit of it with the water. And that may come back to haunt me. But if it does, I can just take out one of the low water ponds and it'll be fine. Let's get more dingoes. Actually, real quick. I don't know what level I'm on, but I should be able to at least get them grade food. Yeah, cool. Get the koala bears better food. Okay. Grab Sienna over here. grab a boy. Alexander? We'll grab Alexander. I realized I've set up like nothing educational over in the koala area. I just thought of that. But I don't plan on keeping that as my koala area, so I'm not overly concerned about it. Next thing we're going to do is start figuring out where the guests are going to go over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into pathing and I'm going to hold down control, and that's going to let me start the path wherever I want to start it. And I'm going to do that because I'm going to kind of build this walkway before I actually let my zoo goers come over here. So it's giving me a hard time, so I'm going to try Flatten Terrain and see if that helps, and it doesn't let me do that. Interesting. Let me start this path somewhere else. So like if I go here, and like maybe yeah, there we go. We'll raise the path up a little bit, like that. And that's gonna solve my terrain problem. At least most of my terrain problem, I guess, not all of it. We're just gonna swing it around. It should give you a really good viewing of the dingoes. See, they're trying to view the dingoes from over there. They're over there giving me a bad Yelp review, like, could not see the dingoes. Hey, my koalas are about to mate. That's pretty exciting. And then we're just gonna connect. And we're gonna connect. Personally, I like to keep everything at a ramp when possible. Sometimes it's not possible. The game doesn't have any need for it. There's no real, like, true handicap accessibility in the game, but it just makes me feel like a better person if I keep everything to a ramp. So now people can at least come see the dingoes. That's pretty cool. How are the dingoes feeling? They obviously want some enrichment, but they're feeling good. They're feeling good. I think I have 3 pairs in here right now, but I can have more. So I kind of want 4 pairs, if I can. Audrey seems fine. Oh, there's 2 Audreys. Let's go with this Audrey. She was the first one I saw that only seems fair. And find another boy. No boys that I can just pay regular money for. That feels a little steep for a dingo. That feels very steep for a dingo. We're gonna hold off. See if another boy pops up here in a second. Oh, my Bengal tigers are about to mature. So that's pretty exciting. I am gonna pause the game just because I have good daylight now. So this will be good for anything else I need to do. Actually, we're gonna pop into zoo. We're gonna have Pauline stop koalas and go into dingoes. Just so I can have some research into dingoes. I'm gonna do some things here. I'm gonna go into faculty. How is power here? There is no power over here. So we're gonna pop a solar panel down. Like there. Like that. Solar panels don't have any negative impact on guests. No one's like, you, a solar panel. So I can just kind of put them anywhere and it's not a big deal. And that way I can have power throughout here. Then we're going to go to an animal talk point. And we're going to drop it here. Drop it here. It should allow me to throw food into it. Can throw food. Heck yeah. We're gonna pick a different month. We're gonna pick, I think November. Which I'm picking because I try to, if I remember where I'm at with, like, what months I have what talks in, I think that's just my best bet. Why did that not keep? We're gonna call it the dingo didn't eat your, because we're gonna dispel the myths of dingoes. Come on. There we go. That's the name of this talk. The dingo didn't eat your baby. Now what I want to find out is, can I put in seating? Like if I do this, it's not working. So what if I did this? I'll go into pathing, grab this, and like just kind of have that there. Will it auto build the path if I do this? No. So if I just drop a path there and do this, will that work? It kind of does. Trying to rotate this slightly and it's not being very slight. It's letting me do that. That's funny. It won't let me make it higher or lower, which I find weird. Come on. Can I just do this? That'll look ugly as frick, but I can do it. Interesting. Let's... So those are railings to sit down on. There we go. There we go. Now there's seating for the dingo talk. I don't know how sitting there will help you with the dingo talk in any way. But it's there. And that's the important thing. Did a boy dingo show up? Yes. Oh, I'll grab you. You're very cheap and you have good stats. So we'll grab you. Hunter. That's exciting. Look at my dingoes. Look how happy they are. I have so many cool dingoes running around everywhere. Now, why they're choosing to look at the dingoes from back there, I don't know. It doesn't feel particularly intelligent. To me, anyway. Okay. Let's, before I continue along with any of that, I just wanted to know if that was going to work, largely. Do I have anybody new? Hey, I'm at my own zoo. When you visit your own zoo, you can't get currency from yourself, which is annoying. But I'm apparently having a great time at the zoo. What do we got? Yeah, hold on one second. My coworker who's covering for me couldn't figure out why something wasn't working. And I was like, go ask this other person if he did his part of it. The other person had not done his part of it. And I was like, yeah, I've told that other person to do his part of it at least 20 times. At least. Never remembers. So I was like, yep, I can tell you when you had that problem because the thing wasn't working, 1000% the other guy didn't do a thing. I'm apparently really happy that I don't charge for my own ATM, so that's cool. That's nice that I feel that way. I haven't come to see anything I wanted to see, but I did get a caramel latte. So there you go. Interesting. This is a person I can get some credits from. Is this person enjoying my zoo? I'm starting to get such a headache. Oh my gosh. I need to keep up some caffeine consumption. Alright. It's probably because I've barely eaten anything today. Or drank anything today. Or really done anything today. That's probably why I have a headache. Alright, now they're over here. Now are you happy with your view of the dingo? Are you like... Can you like see... Let's check on you. Can you see the dingoes properly? Well, you could if the dingoes were out there. At any rate. But, you know. Sorry. I'm just enjoying this conversation. I usually tell him I need to start throwing things at him. Okay. I'm just really enjoying that conversation. Okay. How many dingoes do I have now? I don't remember. We're up to 8. And they still have plenty of room. Let's finish getting this habitat good before we do anything else. Environment. Okay, cool. So this is nice because they this is new. I don't know if this is new or when this happened, but I realized I can pick the tags in this stuff by clicking them here. I don't know when that started, but when I realized I could do that, it changed my life forever. And it made me so happy. Okay. But a lot of times when I get places like this, I want to put in a lot of trees and stuff because I think trees look cool. But then they're always like, I don't like any coverage. So, you know. Where might this record? Okay, I apologize. I have to keep helping with this. Actually, hold on. Let me just call this person really quick. It's going to be so much faster than if I sit here and text. Hey, I see you, Dave. Sorry, you caught me on a break. I'm off from work today, but the guy who's covering for me had a question that was going to take way too long to text. So I just called him super fast, which is super rude to do in the middle of a stream. But he's being super cool and working for me today. So that's what I did. How are you doing, Dave? It's wonderful to see you here. I hope things are well in Daveland. I am making a dingo habitat. Isn't that exciting? Look, here's my dingoes. They are pretty great. Look at them. They're such good dingoes. I've not made a dingo habitat before, so this is my first dingo habitat. I'm pretty excited about it. I named the talk about the dingoes, The Dingo Didn't Eat Your Baby. I don't know if you're a Seinfeld fan, but that's just what I kept thinking about. But we're about to make this place look really pretty. So I'm going to put in like a bunch of rocks. I think dogs like rocks. I don't know about you, but that's just an opinion I have. We're gonna stick this here so it looks a little bit less like I just carved out a square with a square thing, which is exactly what I did, but no one needs to know that that's what I did. So we're gonna put some rocks down and keep making this look good. But yes, my holding screen is just a picture from XCOM, because of course it is. Of course it's just a picture from XCOM. A friend of mine, I got hooked on XCOM, and she beat XCOM 2 for the first time last night, and she was really excited about it. We were talking about it. Or 2 nights ago. She beat it 2 nights ago, but we talked about it last night. So that's pretty exciting. So there, that just makes it look a little bit better, but now I actually want to do some kind of like dog version of Pride Rock, basically. It's kind of what I'm going for. So like, we're just gonna pile some rocks up like that. And then they can like hop around and like go up there and people can be like, oh my gosh! There's dingoes! And that's kind of the goal. We'll do something similar here. So we'll have like this big thing. Then I'm gonna put this thing here. We're gonna click on it. There we go. That did not ramp as much as I wanted it to. There we go. There. Get some nice things going. So they have some ponds and they have some rocks. I'll just put some rocks down. The grassland rocks are like, I guess they're called red desert rocks. So I was about to comment that they look really red, but that would be because they are called red desert rocks. So I guess that makes sense. I shouldn't fault them for just being what they are. That's never a good idea to do to anyone, even a rock. You should never do that, because a rock has even less control over what it is than most people. Alright. What I like doing too is putting rocks like in the ponds, because then there's like a little rock island. I think those are fun. I could have put like a lot more water feature in here too, but I don't. That would defeat the purpose of all the land I was trying to get in here too. So you know. I do love this game music. It's so good. Okay, there we go. So that we've added rocks. Rocks have been contributed. They exist now. These dingoes will not go their whole life wondering whether or not rocks exist. Let's find out if they can climb on any of the rocks. We'll let this recalculate. And hey, look at that! They can super climb on top of all of these rocks. That's fantastic. That's going to make me really happy. But they can't escape, so that's also good. So that leaves us to plants. And it looks like they are happy without any plants at all, and they are happy if this whole thing is plants. So I'm not even really going to worry about them. But let's pick some trees, because these trees are really neat. I think these trees look fun, so I think we should have some of them. I mean, there's shade, right? You need shade. I don't get to do a lot of, like, because most of the animals that like big open spaces like this don't like a lot of trees. I guess bears like a lot of trees. You know, I don't think I've built a single bear habitat in the zoo, which is unfortunate. I think that's gonna change. I don't know how I ended up with a zoo with no bears. But we did. So that's also gonna be. But I've been actually meaning to add a polar bear habitat. So that would solve the problem of not having any bears by having polar bears. Alright, look at that. This looks pretty good. I can't tell a lie. I like this. If I came here, like, let's click on this lady. Looking around, look at that. Look at those happy faces. She's not happy. The one lady on the right isn't happy, but that's okay. I need to get some education boards up yet. But there is no enrichment in here for the dingoes, and that needs change. So that's the next thing. That's the only thing that keeps them from being happy at the moment. So, food enrichment. Rotation feeder, that can go right here. Dog ball. Dog ball seems like a great thing for dogs. Zebra pinata, they wouldn't really have zebras, but that's okay. And, you know, they'll just get one of everything. They can have a bamboo feeder, too. We'll pop that down over there. Now, toys. Water pool? Oh, so you can just get a water pool. They don't really need the water pool because I have, like, actual water features. But this is cool. This must be new with one of the DLCs I got. That's neat. So, like, if I didn't have the ability to put in, like, the water treatment system and everything, that would be really good. I like to put sprinklers by the water features. I feel like that just makes a lot of sense. We'll have one sprinkler. We'll have one pool with a sprinkler and one with not. Then they can make a choice if they want a sprinkler or not. The scented prey snack is pretty exciting. They can scent things. So we'll stand that over here. And they're already looking pretty happy. The sprinkler always is like a bajillion enrichment points. But they are dogs. I think they should have a chew toy. I think that's important. And I also think it's important that they have a ball. Because they are dogs. So they're going to have way more enrichment than they need. But that's okay. So now they should all be like ridiculously happy. Look at that. 99% happy. And the only thing that's down is nutrition, and that's just because I haven't researched better food for them yet. So, that's pretty great. So let's head in here. Let's add some educational things about dingoes. I think people need to be able to read about the dingoes. So what I'm gonna do, I kind of want to put the boards here, but these are also, like, really cool viewpoints, so I don't know how I want to handle this. I kind of have half a mind to put the educational boards on the sides of the stands. I mean, then you can't look at the animals while you read about the animals, but then the signs aren't in the way, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. We're going to do educational board. I'm going to do position, rotation, snap, and align to surface. That way this should just go on here pretty well. It's going to be a little fussy, but it will go there. Hello! Welcome! Welcome to a Planet Zoo stream. I don't know that I recognize your name, in which case I either should apologize for not recognizing your name or say welcome to the stream. It's lovely to have you here. I'm building a dingo habitat for the first time. I've not played around with the Australian DLC before. Are you a fan of the Planet Zoo? I'm assuming so if you're here. I am just popping some stuff down so we can educate the people about the dingo. 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 Let them all know that dingoes don't actually eat their babies. It's very important to me that they know this. Donation box. So people can give me money. That's very important to me. You love Planet Zoo? Fantastic. I do not have the two most recent DLCs. So I do not have North America and I do not have Africa, but I have the rest of the DLC. I'll pop these. I'll put these donation bins in, and then I'll show you what I have. I'll be honest. I'm not a professional. There are better zookeepers out there than me, but I am trying. I'm learning. I'm growing, and I love the heck out of this game. So this is my zoo so far. So you come in. I named it New Mitten Zoo because I live in the state of Michigan in the United States, and our state looks like a hand. So we kind of call ourselves the Mitten State, and so I'm pretending like this zoo is in my home state. So you come in, and there's aardvarks. I have some exhibits. This is a walk-in capuchin monkey habitat. So I got some monkeys running around doing monkey things, which is pretty cool. I have wolves, so I have Arctic wolves and timber wolves. These are lions. I have tigers that I'm gonna have to go handle because they are maturing. But I have Bengal tigers, Siberian tigers. Down here in some tiger pits. Some big kitties. You do not have Arctic or Australia. Gotcha. Yeah, I just got the Australia pack very recently, so I'm only just starting to use it. And I only recently got the Arctic one. I wait for them to be cheaper, you know. But these are some of the Arctic guys you can get. I have a lot of baby goats. Just so many baby goats. I have Japanese macaques in here. They're running around. I built like an indoor monkey house, which I was pretty proud of. This took me a long time. So I got some. They're running around. And the viewing area for this is entirely indoors. Yeah, I gotta handle my tigers. And then these are tortoises. These are jaguars. Oh, I got a baby one. Look at the baby. Oh, it's such a good baby. Oh, so good. I have mandrills over here, my little mandrill cave. Quite a few baby mandrills too, so that's cool. Just playing with the box. You're from Denmark? That's cool. That's very cool. I love meeting people from all over the place. I have a work schedule that lets me stream earlier in the morning sometimes, and that lets me talk to people from other places, because usually when a lot of Americans stream, it's so late in the day for like European side. Alright, let's see what I want to do here. My Bengal tigers are getting kind of old, so I might actually release my current pair to the wild. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to release these two to the wild. Let them go live out their days. Let's go over the tiger habitat. Just got to do some maintenance over here, I guess. Let me know if I move the camera around too fast, too. I don't want to make anybody sick. I get motion sick myself, and I don't want to do that for anybody. Let's release the 2 lady tigers to the wild, because the male tiger is apparently the more appealing one that I have. Your koala? You want to see my koalas? I'll show you my koalas. Let's release them to the wild. I'll show you my koalas real quick. I have a really, really terrible koala habitat. I'm actually going to make a new one. I wasn't happy with it. But I have koalas here. Where are they? I have 2 in here somewhere. I want to make a better koala habitat. They can't move around in here for some reason, and I can't figure out why. Where are you, koalas? There's one. Koala! He's not looking at me for some reason. Look over here. Look at us. And he's chilling. Where's my lady koala? There she is. Lady koala. I don't know why she's on the ground, but she's so cute. She's just sitting there all... Is a baby! Oh my gosh! I didn't know that would happen. I didn't know that was a thing, but that was so freaking cute. Oh my god. The little head poked out because she's a baby koala. Oh my gosh. Ah! That made me so happy. Look, it's gonna happen again. Look at the little koala face. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, that made me so happy. Oh, that was so cute. And like, it says she's still preggers, but that's because the babies live in the pouch because they're marsupials. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Okay, that was I don't think anything better will happen to me today than what oh, look at that. She's just walking around with a little face popping out of her stomach. I can't handle it. I can't handle it right now. Ah! That is literally the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Okay. After that brief little interlude. I need a lady Bengal tiger is what I need. Okay. Gosh, okay. Bengal tiger, please. Oh, my Siberian tigers are also about to mature. Okay, let's look at just the ladies, because I kept my boy. Let's find the youngest one I can for a reasonable price. It's not bad. She has, like, no immunity, though. This isn't bad. Those are pretty good stats. Yeah, let's grab this nice little lady over here. Send to zoo. To the Bengal tigers. There we go. Now, what else is yelling at me? Okay. I have incorrect ratio of reindeer. Okay. I have too many reindeer. I had a bunch of baby reindeer and they grew up, and I'm suspecting that that's what the problem is. Where are my reindeer? Oh my, I have red pandas too, they're pretty cute. Okay, so the ones that have been born in my zoo, even though that one's currently dominant, I think we're going to release them into the wild. Release. Go free. There we go. Now my reindeer won't be fighting anymore. I'm pretty proud of this habitat too, to be honest. They're having good times in there. I wish you could visit other people's zoos. Because, like, they have this function. But I wish I could actually go. Hey, Hill, welcome! I'm feeling alright. I'm feeling more frustrated and annoyed that I'm sick. But I'm gonna be okay. You guys aren't rid of me yet. I've been answering a coworker's question at work because they had to cover for me last minute, and I feel bad about it. But you know, I made a dingo habitat this morning, so that has me feeling better. How are you doing? Look at the doggies are swimming. Hill, I gotta show you the greatest thing ever. Hold on. This is the greatest thing of all time. Where's my koala? This is the best. You're gonna want to watch this. So we're gonna go over and check out Madison here. This is my koala bear. I need her to sit still somewhere. So she's gonna climb up this tree. Just sent you a picture of your wife's present for Christmas. Ooh, I'll check it out. I gotta show you this koala bear first. Watch the koala bear. Wait for it. I don't know if it'll happen while she's crawling. Okay, she's gonna sit. Wait for it. Come on. Come on. Don't let me down. I don't know how often it happens. They cycle through different animations. Come on. It might not happen while she sits like this, though. Dang it. Okay. I'll let it sit there while I look at my phone. And see what you sent me. And see if it happens. There you are. Oh, nice! That's awesome! It's, that's awesome. Like, is it, you have, like, customized alcohol glasses. That is so cool. I'll come back to the koala when she's got a baby koala coming, and it pops out of the pouch every so often, and it's so freaking cute. I wasn't doing it while she was sitting like that. Let's see if she goes back down on the ground. There's the dad. I need to make them a better habitat. I was not happy with how this habitat turned out. I need her to just sit somewhere where you can see her belly. I think it wasn't working because she was on an angle. I need her to just sit somewhere. Take a load off, honey. You're pregnant. Come on. There we go. Come on. Let's see your belly. I mean, you're pretty dang cute, but I want to see the little face that pops out of your stomach. Like a little alien. Only not terrifying. She looks so proud of herself. Oh, she wants food. That explains. That makes a lot of sense. She's gonna climb another tree. Oh, she's gonna. Okay. Nope, she's climbing the tree. Dang it! Okay, we'll come back to her later. Well, she's due in a month, so if we don't see this now, I don't know when we're gonna see this. Come on, let us see your belly! Let us see your belly. No, that's not what I wanted to click on. Come on. Maybe it'll happen while she's sitting there and eating. Probably is. The little kid just doesn't want to come out. He's freaked out. My tigers are all going to be fighting, and I don't even care because there's nothing more important than this pregnant koala bear. There's a baby koala in there, and I mean, you can probably actually just rewind the stream too at this juncture because it's probably not going to happen before she just magically gives birth. I know, I woke up as if I was going to work, too. So I've been awake. Oh, there's a baby! There's a baby koala! Did you see it? It was real fast. Okay, now she's pooping. We don't want to watch that. Just rewind it if you didn't see the baby koala. That's not what I wanted to see come out of you, lady. Baby koala! Okay, let's handle our tigers who are currently arguing with each other. Are you overly familiar with Planet Zoo, Hill? I feel like you would definitely like the Jurassic World one. I have the first Jurassic World one free on Epic, and I've not fired it up. Do I have any pregnant kangaroos? Because I want to see if they... No, I don't have any pregnant kangaroos. I bet they do the same thing, though. Okay. Siberian Tigers. These tigers are still fine, so we're going to take you. I'll really shoot a lot. I have no... Yeah, and that's my biggest problem with it, too. Like, I wish there was a little bit more management to it, like old school Zoo Tycoon, but that's alright. I've gotten better at the decoration now that I kind of know how it works. Hey, one of our snow leopards did actually sell. That's great news. We're going to cancel trade and put you back up on the market. Speaking of games, though, being new to Darkest Dungeon is rough, and last night... Darkest Dungeon is a game I should like. I should like it, because it has all of the things in it that I like, and yet I'm too terrified to try it. It just looks way out of my league. Okay, so we have the dingoes going. Do I want more dingoes? How many dingoes do I have? I have 8, I think. I think I have 8 dingoes. Yes, I have 8 dingoes. How happy are they with the amount of space that they have? I think I should leave it at 8 dingoes, because if they start having baby dingoes, it's going to get a little snug in there. I mean, that's a lot of dingoes running around. Everybody should be able to see a dingo. So, I sold it to another zoo, if that makes you feel better. Kangaroos! Look at them! Siberian tigers are your favorite? Is it Siberian tigers specifically that are your favorite? Or is it, tigers? And you're not preferential to the type of tiger? I guess I put that out there. What is everyone's favorite animal? Snow leopards. I do have snow leopards. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place today. My favorite animals are frogs, so I'm not super exciting. I do have some good snow leopards, though. Here's my baby snow leopards. Where are the snow leopards? There we go. They're eating a pumpkin. Look at the snow leopard. You can get seals in this too. I've built one seal habitat. What zoo was that at? Where I built the seal habitat? I think it was, I could show you the file. I just don't remember what zoo it was in to load the file. But, like, if you get it past the not wanting to decorate, you can get some really cool animals. Oh, I didn't get to show this off earlier. This is my saltwater crocodile habitat. With the underwater viewing. You can see him swim. Isn't that neat? What I like too is you can click on a guest and see how well they can see the habitat. So this is how well my guest can see. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I like this a lot. Oh, my red pandas are about to mature. There's always so much to do. Always so much to do. Okay, we're going to build a better... Why won't this go away? We're going to build a better koala habitat. So I have my kangaroos. I have my dingoes. I have my cassowaries over here. But I don't have a very good koala habitat. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pop a much better koala habitat here. And the cassowaries will be a little bit separated from the rest of Australia, but that's okay. Oh, you definitely could. And I'm not picky and, like... I'm definitely not as good at this as I could be. I was thinking about making an enclosed space like I did for the Japanese macaques, but the trees they like are all so tall. I don't think that's going to work for me. So we're going to go into barriers. We're going to go for the smooth concrete barrier. We'll do... I wish I could type in like a specific amount, but we'll do 49 feet, I guess. That's fine. Angle snap. And we'll build a perfectly cool koala habitat. And this one, I will make plenty of room for people to be able to like walk in and see the koalas. Like that. So we'll do that. And then we'll pop a gate on there. Gate. There we go. So how big is this space? This is 12,000 square feet versus this one, which is 4,000. So this is a good 3 times bigger. So this should be plenty of room for our koalas. I have a sheep about to die of old age. I'm not overly concerned about that. Getting that dingo research done. So then I'm going to go in here, select it all, make it nice and tall, like that. About 20-ish feet. And then I'm going to go to just these 3 panels. And I'm going to make these 3 panels one-way glass. So that way we can see the animals and they can't see us. Okay. When I was first playing, I thought to have glass into an exhibit, I had to use, like, the glass walls and then, like, alternate. It took me a long time before I figured out I could put glass inside the building, and I felt really dumb when I figured that out. Okay. So we're going to slap a staff path here. So they can actually get... Why won't this work? There we go. Let's check really quick for power. Okay, we'll need more power over here. But at least the habitat is powered for now, so that's fine. Now, let's get this looking kind of okay before we put anybody in. Real quick. Go here. Go here. Click on you. And we're going to select your habitats. There we go. So now I'm going to have the stuff you like. Go into rocks. Oh, whoa. I don't need all that stuff selected. That's going to create a problem for me. There we go. I don't know that koalas necessarily like rocks, but, you know, I do. So we're just going to put some rocks in here, but not dingo level amount of rocks. Just enough for me to feel like they're, you know, I just think animals should know that rocks exist. That's my general philosophy. Like, ah, yes, this must be what a rock is. I just never knew because I lived in a zoo my whole life. Like, that would be a real shame. You know what I mean? I kind of want to make them like a rock cave to sleep in. I feel like that would be really cool. So, like, if I took... Like, let's take these rocks. These are very foundational rocks. And we'll just kind of stack one on top of the other. So there's, like, this big, tall thing going like that, right? And then I'm gonna go over here to these flat ones, like that, and drag that up, just like that, see? So now there's like a nice little rock floating in space, because why not? Then I'm gonna go to this rock here, and we're gonna rotate it. Sometimes I'm fine, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe this is what it's like to not breathe for like just like 5 seconds. It's like for 5 seconds, everything's like this is. I'm homesick today for people who are wondering what I'm going on about. But okay, so I have that, and then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna. I could, it took me so long to get to the point where I felt like I could build my own stuff, and it was because I didn't know what any of the hotkeys were, and like clicking through the menus was such a pain. And then I was watching a video that finally like just explained what the hotkeys were, and that made it so much better. There we go. Like that, and then we're gonna go here and we're gonna duplicate again. Just drag you over here like that. Rotate you. I'm gonna pause time now because we are back in daylight and I like building in daylight. I'm just gonna slide this over there. You know, and this is just kind of like a really weird rock structure, but that's gonna do the bulk of it for us. And then I'm gonna pop back into nature, and we're gonna grab some of these other little rocks. And do this. We're gonna do this. They may not even be able to sit in here, and then I'll be sad because I'll have done all of this for nothing. But we're gonna make the effort. We're gonna try. Yeah, seems like a nice little rock thing. And then I'm gonna go into Habitat. Turn off Dingo. Turn on Koala. Where's Koala? Koala. Go Climbable. And we're gonna grab some logs here. Like that. And then we're gonna grab a little platform like that. Just like that. And then they'll have like a little cool like space. And then I'm gonna put, sometimes when I have logs and stuff like that, the game's like, this isn't a real space, they can't sit there. So I'm just gonna cheat it a little bit and do that. There we go. So that's a nice little cave. And that's probably not all of the hard shelter they'll need, but like, then they can have a nice little cave and they can hang out there, and that'll be really cool. And that'll make me super, super happy. The other thing I'm going to do, since I made these 90-degree angles, this should actually work this time. I did it sloppily over there, but we should be able to make this actually work. I'm going to go over to roofs, and I like to use clear roofs because then it's easier for me to see into the habitat. There's not necessarily like a creative reason for it. It just makes it easier for me, the person. We're not going to make all of this enclosed because the trees are going to come out over the edges and stuff, and that's going to be frustrating. But we're going to make some of this enclosed. So we're going to do this. I'm kind of eyeballing it a little bit, which is a bit of a problem, but that's okay. So I've made this little glass wall. And we're going to move it over to here. And this should line up fairly close because it's a 90-degree angle with a 90-degree angle. Sometimes the game's a little bit unhelpful, and it's behaving a little bit unhelpfully right now, which is a bit frustrating. Can I place this in, like, can I go into mode like that? Yeah, I can. So let's try to, see, it's not giving me good increments. I don't understand why this is a problem. I wonder if I, no? It's probably because even though this is built on a 90-degree angle, it's not built on, like, the world's 90-degree angle, which is a little bit frustrating. I just don't know why this is my 2 increments. I'd have to, like, move the whole barrier, which I don't think I can do. I mean, like, I can try? Let's see what I can do here. So this is kind of where I want it. Let's click on this barrier. Edit barrier. Let's highlight the whole thing. Can I find a way to, like, move this slightly? Like, rotate the barrier? Nope, it'll only let me move it. It won't let me... That's very frustrating. What does this do? Oh, that just means highlight everything. I gotta decide how much I want this to bother me. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna delete this. I have this approximately where I want it. We're gonna delete this whole barrier. We're going to drop this down. We're going to raise it up to about 20-ish feet like it was before. And we're going to move it here. So it's right on this corner. And then... Yes, that'll work. We're going to come over here. I don't think you seem to understand. I want to go, yes, here. So this is going to be largely what I had before, just slightly off. So I remember how many pieces I had. There we go. Why did you not do that? Thank you. And then we'll slap this gate back there. Every Monday when you're about to record, the dog shows up and demands cuddles and potty time. And the cuddles are because... You know, it knows what you do and don't want to do. Or, I shouldn't call your dog an id, I'm sorry. Your dog knows what you do and don't want to do. And he's like, love me? Just kidding. I know because that's what my little brother does to me. And I feel like little brothers and dogs have a lot in common. My little brother's like, don't you love me? Show me. And by that I mean, after I'm really cute and adorable, I need you to do this for me. I'm like, okay. Okay. That was entirely too much work for something that's really not going to matter. But here we are. Window with the one-way glass, but I need the one-way glass going the other way. There we go. Aha! So this is going to give me, basically, anything over here that the koalas are in will hopefully be considered hard shelter. So, what we're then going to do is put in, like, climbing stuff here instead of, like, trees and crap. So, what I can do over here, I'm going to be a bad Planet Zoo player and use pre-built stuff. Don't tell anyone. And I'm just going to put some stuff over here that they can climb on, and then the koalas will climb on it, and people can be like, oh my gosh, it's a koala, and it's climbing on stuff, and it'll be really exciting. And over here is also where I'm going to set up the arboreal feeding platform, because I always have bad luck with these. They never do what I need them to do. I don't understand how they're an arboreal feeding platform, but the ground always has to, like, conform to them. It doesn't... There's so many things I don't understand about life. And arboreal feeding platforms is one of those things. Okay. Let's see here. No. You're not going the direction I want. Dang it. There we go. Haha. There we go. So hopefully they can actually climb up there if I do this. Yes. And then we're gonna Control X to make a copy. And we're just gonna build this just like that. So there's plenty of climbing up. X out of that. I will say, once I learned how the building worked in the game, I found myself building on my own a lot more. I still don't do it all of the time, but I found I prefer it. Well, now that I actually know what I'm doing a little bit. I just don't... I know people who spend like 3 days on one habitat, and that's just not me. Okay, the rest of this we're going to put a lot of trees in, and that's my plan for a lot of this space, is the trees. The most important one of those is going to be the food enrichment tree for the koala bears. So we'll go ahead and put probably 2 of those in, actually, because it's not going to hurt anything. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is, I don't really know what else to do without having the koalas in here. So we're going to grab the 2 koalas, Max and Madison over here, and we're going to move them here. I mean, there's no path to destination. There super totally is a path to destination. Okay. Never mind. What, is the gate wrong or something? Hold on. I don't know why I was doing that. Okay. Back over here. Grab my animals. Move. What do you mean there's no path to destination? There completely is. Okay, box the animals. Okay. Hold on. It's clearly facing out this direction. So it's not that I built it the wrong way. Did I accidentally, like, depath it somewhere back here? No, that's not what happened. Send animals to storage. Maybe if I move them into storage, then I can move them in here? That's weird. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna come over here and build a path here. Maybe if I have a... I mean, this has literally nothing to do with it. It should have nothing to do with guest pathing. But we'll build a guest path in here. And see what happens. There's that. And you, as a zookeeper, can super get here because it's super a door. Right there. Okay. Animal trading. Reset all filters. We're gonna look for koalas. We're gonna grab our koalas. Okay, apparently I needed to put them in the trade center first. I don't know if that's a real thing or if the game was just upset with me, but there you go. So we're gonna move them over here. And while we're at it, we're gonna get another koala. Because there should be room for at least one more koala. I need a lady koala. Nah, can't buy another lady koala right now. Well, we will eventually buy another lady koala. And then we'll trash this habitat and put something there. I don't know what yet. But something. I'm going to be much happier with this koala habitat. Much, much happier. They are currently mostly happy with it. Okay. Let's get this looking better. Add some sand, because apparently they like sand, which I find intriguing. I feel like sand is a good base for over here. It's kind of like a playground. We'll put rock around the nice little rock cave, because that makes a lot of sense. We'll do some soil. They just don't want the long grass, basically. I can't blame them. I don't like the long grass either. Make a lot of this short grass, too. There we go. They are now largely happy with that. So then we're going to go into environment, nature, trees. I'm going to actually get you some trees that you'll actually like. Eucalyptus. I mean, it's a koala bear. You have to have a eucalyptus tree. Now I can have the giant freaking gigantic one, but I don't think that's gonna help anybody. So we're gonna get the littler one, and they'll climb up it, but it'll be fine. The feeder ones are way better for the habitats, I think. Rainbow eucalyptus is also just freaking-gantic. I'll put a freaking-gantic one over there. Because I feel like the koalas are going to climb like way up there and no one's going to be able to see them, and it's going to be a bummer. They do like climbing in the ghost gum tree. I'm trying to put a lot of the trees more towards the front, because that's probably where they're going to, like, largely be, and I want people to be able to see them, you know? So this I might even make, like... Actually, that's not a bad idea. I might make that into another hard shelter. Because even now it's saying they don't have enough hard shelter. So I think what we're going to do is over here in construction, under walls, we're going to pick something that we like. Something that seems cool. What are just wall pieces? I like this. Log walls. A classic. You can't go wrong with the log wall. And we're just going to build them a little... build them a little log cabin, basically. I wonder if they can crawl in that. That'd be funny. I think what we'll do instead is this. Here we go. And then we'll go into roofs and floors. And what's something that doesn't look totally horrible to sit on? More log walls, probably. I'll pick the circle one, like the partial circle one. Like that. I wonder if that'll work. Nah, it's probably not enough room. I just realized I don't think the way I built this is going to work because they don't have any half floors. So what I'm going to have to do is this is a... Yeah, I guess I can pick whatever I want for a roof then. Bamboo with wood looks weird. We'll do this. That's fine. Actually, let's do... If we're going to do this, let's do something that looks fancy. Like that. I like that. And I don't mind leaving it open air because, oh, hold on. Oh, hey, you subscribed. Thank you. I just saw the email notification. I don't have fancy things up at the moment. Let's see here. What I'm going to do is go into Climbable and grab some of this stuff. We're going to zoom in here. It's going to be a little hard to see in there, but that's okay. We're going to grab this climbable platform. Like that. And then we're going to raise it like that and just kind of give them little places to hang out. Like that. And then we're going to grab the climbable log. Ah! Cameras are funny. Cameras are funny things. I probably could have done a lot of this after I had everything in place. Keep hitting the wrong keys. That doesn't help much either. There we go. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Drop this down like that. It's not letting me do it. There we go. Perfect. We'll see if that counts as something they can climb in or not. Traversable area. Plate. Hey! It shows up as climbable. So that should count as shelter. It does! That's awesome. Okay. So now they have like a little koala house over here too, which is cool. Actually, let's pop into construction. And just type in the word koala. And we're going to put some... no one will see this because this is outside of where the guests can see. But we're going to know it's there. And it's going to make me happy. Just stick some frickin' koala crap statues on there. And it's going to be great. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. I know it's very rude to check your phone while streaming, but I have a lot of people in my life who don't understand what streaming is. If I don't reply, they'll think I'm dead. So it's just easier to reply. Look at a little koala house! I love it. It makes me so happy. Okay, we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna do... Not that they'll sleep on the ground, but this just feels more right. That there's bedding on the ground. Like that. And then we're gonna come over here to this little one that I made, and just stick something in there. And then, obviously, all of that under there is shelter. Can they go up in the cave? Oh, they super can! They can get up there, but this isn't counted as climbing for some reason, so I don't understand this game sometimes. Oh, it does count as climbing. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Awesome! So they're pretty happy. I feel way better about this koala habitat than I did about the one that's over here. Like, way the heck better. In fact, we're just gonna trash this one. Or just, I don't want anything to do with it. Can I just, like... a way to just, like, delete it? No, because it doesn't exist anymore. This is going to take a lot to clean up, but that's okay. Oh no, I definitely don't want to save this as a blueprint. That's definitely not what I want to do. There we go. There we go. I'll come through and delete all of this crap eventually. This is gonna take a lot to clean up, but that's fine. Is there another lady koala I can buy? Nope. It's hard to get a good lady koala, apparently. I'm just gonna have to keep my eye out. They can stay with up to 3. And I only had the one, or the one pair. But if you click on koalas and go species data, you can have up to 3 females. So if I had 4 adults and 3 babies, I would need almost 5,000 square feet. And this one is much bigger than that. So this is significantly larger than the habitat needs to be. So what I think I might actually do is let's shrink it a little bit. I don't want to shrink it too much, but let's shrink it a little bit. The koalas are going to panic, but it's going to be okay. It's fine. They're just koalas. They're not going to kill anybody. But then I can... they might... They might escape out that tree if I do that. Hold on. Come on, why won't you do the thing I'm telling you to do? There we go. Move it back slightly. Maybe just barely in the habitat. There we go. That's better with that tree anyway. And then we'll go here. Yeah, I know, game, calm down. We'll go here. And the only reason why I'm making it a little smaller is it just means that it's more likely the koalas will be somewhere where the guests can, like, actually see them. And then I just gotta rebuild the staff path. There we go. Try saying an animal in Planet Zoo that I'm going to build. Okay, you said you did not have aquatic or Arctic, right? Do you have the new Africa pack? Can you build meerkats? Because I've never gotten to build meerkats. So, you could build meerkats, and I could live vicariously through your meerkats. If not, what's my favorite Planet Zoo? I don't have any bears. You could build grizzly bears. Grizzly bears are a classic that I don't have at my zoo currently. The koalas have escaped! Oh no! Alright. Koalas. There we go. It's way better. This is a way better habitat. Okay. How big are we now? Yeah. This is good. Yeah, this is plenty of space for more koalas. Man. Let's take the, yeah, just boy koalas right now. Wow. Man, there's just no girl koalas on the market. Okay. We put the food platform in, didn't we? We did. We need to go in here. I have not given them any food, or I've not given them the ability to drink any water. Bears. Okay. Go for bears. Bears are a classic. Bears are great. I'm gonna put in 2 little drinking areas for them. Look at him! He's up in the thing! Ah, which one is this? Oh, this is she. This is the mama koala. She's just hanging out in the little koala house. She's so happy. In her little koala house. I'm so happy that Koala House worked. Okay. My koalas are not done being made happy, so let's figure out what else they need. What else do you need? You have not gotten... Oh, you would like more trees. We can do that. Trees are good. I would love it if I could figure out something else you guys can climb. Holy crap, I'm popular this morning. Okay, but it's fine. It's always the days that I'm just home that I'm really popular, and it's never the days that, you know, like you're only, do you guys find that, are you only ever popular when you're busy? And when you're not busy, you're like, man, wish somebody would text me or something, and they don't. Alright. These are cool. Can I fit one of these in without it being, like, obnoxiously everywhere? No, not really. I'm trying to find trees that they can climb. To help with that whole they like to climb things thing. This is a cool tree. I don't know if they can climb them, but they're tinier. So I can, like, have trees. There we go. Put some plants down. Yeah, I'm way happier about this habitat than I was the previous one. Just way, way, way happier about it. This is just this is an infinitely superior koala habitat. Which will hopefully make them much happier. Alright. So that's enough coverage. That makes them pretty happy. I don't think you have all of the enrichment you need. You do not. You need toy enrichment. Wind chimes, huh? I feel bad giving them anything that makes them be on the ground, but they don't seem to hate being on the ground that much. I'm gonna sit this here, and if they can't get up on that rock, I'll find a way to make it so they can. But then they can, like, do something up on the rock, and that would be cool. So I go here. Yeah, they cannot currently get up on that rock. It's fine. So I'll go into climbable. Grab the stump. Like that. Just put a little stump there. And a little stump there. Now they should be able to get up there. Let it recalculate. Nope. Can't get up there for some reason. Interesting. I don't know why it can't climb that. let's do this. I will take this out. Go into Habitat. Like this, and then we'll just slide this down, which will be kind of a waste, but that's okay. We'll do that. And then the other thing I'll do is this. And again, kind of cheat the rock a little bit. There we go. Sometimes that cheats it. Yep, that's climbable now. Okay, cool. So now they can get up there. That's really neat. I like that a lot too. Seeing the physics in this one are working a lot better, and that makes me a lot happier too. Hey, lady koalas. Let's grab them while we can. I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna grab you. We got the lady koalas. Hold on. I gotta take my sweatshirt off. I'm getting a little roasty. 1 second. Computer's heating the room up. There we go. Okay. So we'll pop into the tray center. Grab these 2 nice, lovely ladies. Send to zoo. Pop them in. We're gonna have some koalas. Now, while that's working itself out, let's go over here. Can delete a bunch of this. I'll figure out what I'm gonna put over here. I don't know what yet. It'll be something. I'm gonna just try to delete a bunch of this stuff without deleting things in the cassowary. Habitat, if I can. No, I'm not gonna be able to multi-select it. We're just gonna have to do this by hand. Oh no! My tortoises fight a lot. It's a little frustrating. I get fined a lot for my fighting tortoises. Get rid of all these vines. I don't really mind leaving some of the plants here, because that might factor in whatever else I try to do. And a lot of this other stuff I'm going to be able to do in multi-selector. I just don't want to delete stuff out of my cassowary habitat. So we're going to do that the hard way, but the safe way. But, like, all these floating vines are a problem because they defy physics. There we go. This stuff can all go away a little easier. It's raining. I'm playing at zoo anyway. I don't think it's raining here. There we go. I'm gonna have to go back and do some more zoo maintenance here. A lot of my animals are getting bigger. Select. Oh. There we go. And I guess this stuff isn't really hurting anything. I'll get rid of that because that's some sort of enrichment item. Yeah, and the rest of it can just stay until I figure out what I'm doing. Well, no, because there's a whole bunch of vines just floating in the sky. I really wish people would comment like, "Oh, why are there vines just levitating?" There we go. Okay, that's better. Did my other koalas show up yet? They did. How are they feeling? Plenty of space, plenty of shelter, plenty of climbing area. Everyone's pretty happy. They just need better meals. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We did good. Where'd my hat go? There's my hat. And then this way their food's always under shelter too, which is good. It's not really what I meant to do, but that's okay. Okay. So now we can set up. Can I put like a stands, like a animal talk stands like in here? Oh, I sure can. I sure hope there's a lot of people who want to hear about koalas. Yeah, I know, it needs power. That's fine. I can solve that problem pretty easily. So I could do a wind one, like over here, because it's not going to bother anybody. And I'll have a bigger... If I drop a wind one there, I'm going to do negative impact on guests. Yeah, it won't impact the guests any. Fantastic. Really hope people are like, I just want to hear so much about koalas, because there's going to be a lot of seating for it. Let's put in donation bins. We'll go nice and gray, like a koala. Snow! Oh, that's a problem. Because some of my... Hold on. My koalas don't have heat. Habitat. Heaters. My dingoes are probably going to be cold too, so this is going to take a while. This is going to be a longer process. Just gotta get some in, and then I can fill in the rest of the gaps in a minute. Okay, so there's that. There's gonna be so many in the dingo area. Oh dear. That's what I get for making it on a temperate map. I'm gonna be so unhappy because it's gonna be so cold. Okay, this will at least get me started. And then we'll unpause the game and figure out where they need me from there. Might be good enough coverage. The koalas look fine, and the dingoes are going to be more fine than not. I think they'll be okay. It was a dark and snowy night. Oh, God. Why won't you align to the surface I want you to align to? Okay, well fine, don't then. See if I care. I'll do this. I need water. Okay. Koala, koala. 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 There we go. What do you think? You don't have many koala thoughts? They are happy with their koala viewing. So that's good news. Hello, koala. You just kind of hanging out? Are you relatively happy? Oh, I must not have enough enrichment anymore. Yeah, okay. I need a little bit more enrichment, that's fine. And you're upset because there's some snow, but that's not going to be an all-the-time thing. Okay. So we're gonna go... Nope, habitat, not nature. I was thinking nature because it's a tree. It's not actually what I'm looking for. So I need space to put in another one of these. Three. I think there's room for one over here too, somewhere. The camera system in this is so waggy. If I didn't have that checked, it would be better. I think because it's an enrichment item and not a normal tree, its like placement rules are weird. I saw it over here though. Now I have one tree for each koala. Are you guys happier? Yes, you are. Fantastic. I'd really love to bring the tree over here. Can I move it to here? Yes, I can. Okay, that makes me happier. Okay, so my American bison are giving me a problem. I have this issue sometimes where, like, keepers won't actually place food on arboreal feeding platforms. It's a little frustrating. Okay, let's take some time to check on the animals. I think that would be a good use of our time. My display got messed up. There we go. Okay, so we're almost done with dingo research, which is great news. Let's go through here. Okay, so I have too many aardvarks. So we'll release the baby aardvark to the wild. I think that's been a problem for a little while, actually, and I keep forgetting. Okay, so my current bison is not elderly, so that's good. So we'll just take any of the ones currently born in the zoo and release them into the wild. How are the wolves doing? The Arctic wolves need some help. So, okay, we're gonna go animal trading, reset all filters. We're gonna check on my snow leopard. Did my snow leopard ever get bought? No. We're just gonna release you into the wild then I don't have to worry about you. You can go be in the wilderness. Okay, so let's go over to the Arctic wolves. Because I definitely have too many Arctic wolves for the habitat size. But I also have several older Arctic wolves, and so I think I can take these 4 and release at least some of them to the wild. Okay, so the 2 boys can't be released to the wild. So I'm going to take my 2 elder gentlemen here, and we'll just quick trade them. And that's going to leave me with a not updated animal list. It's weird. Why does it say I still have them? Oh, whatever, I don't. So, okay, so I have 2 boys and a chick. So I think we'll buy another lady Arctic wolf. Help if I spelt things correctly. And the ones I have are a little older, so we'll go ahead and buy somebody who's a little older. And then we'll have 4 pairs in here. And that should be good. Or 2 pairs of 4 wolves. That should be pretty okay. Bengal tigers are happy. How are the capuchin monkeys feeling about their population size? They're getting up there, but they're happy with their population size. I do, however, have some elderly capuchin monkeys. Let's see if I can't rehome them. I can. Okay, we'll rehome those capuchin monkeys. So that will ease off on the population size a little bit. These guys are happy. How are the doll sheep feeling? Are any of them... none of the ones born here have grown up, so that's fine. The dingoes are pretty happy. Too many lizards, so we'll release those. We'll sell those 2 real quick. I have too many tortoises. That's why my tortoises are getting in a fight. So we're gonna... Pretty much what happened was I had a whole bunch of them and they, like, repopulated. And I just have, like, a bajillion juvenile tortoises. So eventually I'm going to need to rebuild that whole tortoise population, but for right now I'm waiting for my bajillion baby tortoises to kind of figure their stuff out. Okay. And by figure their stuff out, I mean age. Sell a bunch of these leaf insects, because leaf insects are doing what leaf insects do, which is overpopulate. They really overpopulated. Holy crap. How are the tiger snails? Probably somewhat similar, same boat. So we'll sell a couple tiger snails too. Okay, trade those guys out. I mean, that's like $4,000 just in bugs. Like that's how many I had. Jaguars are happy right now. That's good. How are the Japanese macaques feeling? They're like, we could totally have way more of us and it would be fine. Even though you don't have enough climbing space for more of you, but that's okay. Is my baby koala born yet? Where's my juvenile? Ah, Levi! Levi's our baby koala. Where's our baby koala? Baby koala! Baby koala! Little baby koala. He's just marching around. He's like, this is my space. You can't have it. So freaking cute. Oh, I love having so many koalas now. It makes me really happy. Okay. Ooh, what did I achieve? Adopt and place 4 different habitat species. I guess I've done that. Okay, let's go into zoo again. My mandrills are getting older. They can be rehomed even. Okay. So I think it might be time to examine the mandrill population. I'm gonna rehome a female and a male mandrill, a mandrill and a wool mandrill, if you will. So I think I will replace them both. Rehome them. Rehome is for some animals become infertile in old age. And in the case of rehome, you can pay for them to go somewhere as opposed to selling them for money. But, you get to feel better about yourself, basically, is what's happening. Okay, let's find a mandrill. Mandrill. Ooh, a very young buck over here. Kind of interested. You know, I have a lot of conservation credits. Let's spend the conservation credits on a young one. And then what I want to find out is what kind of population do these mandrills want? I think they would be happy with, yeah, we can get a wool mandrill too while we're at it. So we'll basically replace the 2 that I rehomed. That's kind of how that's going to work. I don't have any mandrills left in here, right? I don't think I do. Nope, that's just the one that's still relocating. At some point I'm going to build a habitat out of something. I closed down a zoo on my franchise mode file, and now I have a whole bunch of animals that I didn't want to lose, but I couldn't sell. So at some point I'm gonna make some habitats out of some animals that I already have. See, I have Himalayan brown bears, so I should finally build that bear habitat, and I can build Himalayan brown bears because I have some already, and that will be cool. Oh, my sheep are about to mature. Baby mandrill! Baby mandrill! Look at them. I love it. Okay, so boy, the mandrill is in the habitat now. Hey, my Siberian Tigers are expecting offspring. That's exciting. Adult. She definitely wants one more in. Okay. We'll hang out here. And I'm going to have to revisit the sheep because the sheep are about to get older. Find the ones that have been born here. That's very interesting. Did my... Oh, interesting. So I don't have a dominant boy sheep right now. Fascinating. I mean, I do, but he was born at my zoo, which means if he tries to breed with anybody, he'll inbreed. So I don't want to do that. The mandrills are now at a happy population size. Just barely. But they have plenty of room, so I'm actually not against buying another wool mandrill if there is one. There's not currently one. We'll come back and check on that in a second. We're gonna go check out the doll sheep, which were fine a bit ago, but are no longer fine. So let's check on them again. So basically, I have a bunch of sheep that are getting older. So I think what we're gonna do is quick trade out. I released to the wild my boy, doll sheep. And I have an elder lady we will quick trade off. And that will give me some room. And then what I'm going to do is go into animal trading. Reset all filters. Go to doll sheep. And find a nice invisible boy, apparently. And just buy in a new guy. I could pay a lot for a younger one, but to be honest, my lady ages are kind of split, so I don't mind getting an older one. So we'll buy Benjamin over here, and then I can actually have a boy doll sheep going on over there, and that'll be good. Okay. So that population is handled now. Where were we? The mandrills, those guys are fine. How are my pronghorned sheep doing? They are still largely okay. How do they feel about their population size? Great and great. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Kangaroos are doing pretty well. Let's see if I have some adults that were born in this zoo, and they should probably be released, because I had to guess. Yeah, they don't like how many kangaroos are in there right now. There's too many kangaroos in their opinion. So we're gonna release these guys into the wild. That will, like, half my kangaroo population. But then they'll probably actually have more baby kangaroos. Yeah, they're gonna be much happier about that. Much, much happier. You know, let me check out my bison really quick, because I feel like I don't have a lot of bison right now. No, they're okay. Are they happy with their population size? Because it's not very many bison. They are, okay. Well, if they're happy, I'm happy. If they're happy, I'm happy. My red pandas are not happy because I have too many red pandas. So we'll release the youngins to the wild. That was weird. Did I have 3 baby red pandas, maybe? No, it's not letting me rehome, so that's just a glitch again. Okay, that's fine. Red-eyed tree frogs. I have too many of them. That does tend to happen. Let's see here. we doing? How are the reindeer doing? Reindeer are pretty happy. I want to release you to the wild if possible, because I don't want you inbreeding. And then, how are the crocodiles doing? They're finally thinning out. I used to have like 200 baby crocodiles. 3 baby snow leopards again. Hill, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, baby snow leopards. Come on. Baby snow leopards. Look at that. Look at the babies. They're such good little baby snow leopards. Okay, that's just about everything, I think. Cassowary is still a baby. Hey, Erland, welcome. How you doing? I hope you are well. Alright, we have so many timber wolves. They are probably overly populated, so let's release the older ones if we can. Timber wolf population definitely needs some tender loving care. I was streaming way earlier than usual today, so I decided to do Planet Zoo because I wanted to stream, but that way if people missed out, they didn't miss out on a whole lot. Doing good, just got to class. Nice. Very exciting. I mean, I guess it's not that exciting, but still. Means your day is going. Alright, now, how do they feel about the amount of space? Yeah, they have too much space. Or not enough space, rather. So I'm going to take these 2 elder wolves and quick trade them. I'm actually probably going to wrap up here in a little bit because I've been going about 3 hours and I need a break. But I think that I'm going to be doing more streaming, hopefully. I might even be back with a little bit of control later today yet. But I don't know that for a fact. But I have the day off work, so I have time. Because I don't have anything to do while I have the day off work. Let's see how many pairs I have here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, they should be pretty happy. And they have enough space now. Okay, so the timber wolves are good. The lions are good. Fantastic. I think all the animals are good. Waiting for it to start. I gotcha. I don't know why it shot me all the way out here, but this is the zoo. I don't know when you last saw it, but it's doing pretty well. I think my next step is actually going to be to fill in some of these areas. So, like, I have a lot of open area here. I have a lot of open area here. And I want to spend some time, like, making this prettier. You know what I mean? This I'm not as worried about because this is just a staff area. So I might put some stuff in there to make me happy, but I might skip it. But this is all stuff that can be prettified. And then I actually want to expand over here at some point. But even though you just got here, I feel bad, but I'm actually getting ready to wrap up. Because I've been going for a little while and I need to actually eat and relax for a little bit. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you to our new subscriber. Stay one animal from Planet Zoo. Frick. Okay. Lions. I say lions. Also, before I go, is it Edgego? Is that how I would say your name? No, I probably was not even close, but I was kind of curious. I would like to actually be able to, like, greet you. But, yes, Edgego? Okay, cool. closer then. Or are we saying yes to the lions? I don't know. But I appreciate you coming by. I will do more Planet Zoo in the future. This is my chill game. I play a lot of not chill games. Bears and lions. It's the classic. You can follow it up with tigers after that. But some of the games I play are a lot more stressful than Planet Zoo. So I will understand if you're not as into the other stuff I play. But I play this game a lot. So I hope to see you all again. I hope you have it's Monday, right? I hope you all have a good Monday. And I will talk to you all later.